Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 8 of Two Guys Drink, the show where we escape our families to drink some alcohol and talk about some random stuff. Except for today, we're going to do something a little bit different. But first off, Sean, you got our unofficial sponsor?
Well, I got one thing before that. Guys, sorry we've been gone for a while. We dealt with common world issues now. So
yes,
we are back.
My family came down with the COVID and it knocked me out for a couple weeks.
And then I got the COVID vaccine and that knocked me out last week.
I mean, I was pretty foggy still last week. So.
Yeah, but you technically were trying to do the show.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was smart.
I would have done it, but I would have been like a little out of it probably.
But I was in no place after the vaccine shot. So nonetheless, let's get back to this typical standard here. Thank you, Wiggle Whiskey, for providing, well, not really providing, but having it here. Pennsylvania Wapsie Bourbon Straight Whiskey,
our unofficial sponsor, and it was provided by my wallet, not their wallet. So if any whiskey companies want to send us a bottle, feel free to. Right?
Rebel didn't even respond. We tried to call them out, they didn't even respond.
It's weak because that was one of my favorites so far.
Nothing. They got nothing on them.
Nothing from Rebel. So yeah, that is maybe Wiggle will respond.
Well, they are born in Pittsburgh. They are a local company.
Yeah, so maybe we'll get lucky.
Maybe.
Cheers. Our little solo cups. We still got some more
red solos.
Okay.
All right.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. To be honest with you, that's a lot better than the brand of champion. I have the City of Champion one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a lot worse than that.
I have just the regular Pennsylvania one that is pretty good too. But
I've had the Pennsylvania one. That is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
So.
Well, so today we're going to do something different. It's NFL draft week. We're big football fans. So we are going to do a mock simulator.
Yeah.
Where I'm going to draft for my Dallas Cowboys. You are going to draft for your Pittsburgh Steelers. We are not going to do any trades because that just will complicate things. And we're going to try and get this to be what we think our teams will do. Not what we want, what we think our teams will do. So that means the Steelers are going to draft an outside linebacker like they always do in the first round.
If we were allowed in trades, would trade up to the second or third pick and get Kyle Pitts.
Fourth pick. The top 3 picks are gone.
That's true. The fourth pick. If you really wanted the top 2 pick.
Jerry loves his toys.
Yes.
But Kyle Pitts is not going to be a Dallas Cowboy. That's one thing I'm going to tell you right now. Unless he slips and falls to the nummer 10 pick, then I would not blame him.
And that's one thing I'm going to tell you right now. That's not going to happen either, right?
Well, then Kyle Pitts will not be a Dallas Cowboy. Because I don't think they're going to trade up for a tight end. They have 2 really good tight ends. It would be stupid of them to do so.
Yeah, not disagreeing, but, Jerry and his toys.
My personal opinion. So we are using the Pro Football Focus mock simulator. We have selected our 2 favorite teams, which is the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, my Cowboys sucked last year without our quarterback, so we had the number 10 pick.
You guys sucked before your quarterback went out.
And the Steelers shit the bed in the wild card round, so they have the 24th pick in the draft. So let's go ahead and get this started. You ready?
Let's go.
Okay, we're entering draft.
Yeah, this is the part we should be skipping. If it's at the bottom of the page, there you go.
Start draft. So we are skipping the trades. We're going to start the draft, and we're doing this at 50% speed. Zach Wilson, Kyle Pitts went to Atlanta.
I'll read them off when we get to your pick here.
Okay, go ahead.
So
the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock at number 10.
So number 1 overall went Trevor Lawrence.
Which is a no-brainer.
Correct. That's going to happen.
This is kind of a shocker. Number 2.
Number 2 went Justin Fields. That is a little bit of a shocker since Zach Wilson seems to be the consistent number 2. I'm sure the 49ers love it because I think if Zach Wilson was sitting there at the 3 pick, there was no doubt that would be their pick they would be taking real quick. They would be, Zach Wilson's still available. Here you go. Here's our card.
You think so? Because, I mean, they're sold on Mac Jones, right?
I think that's because they can't get to Zach Wilson.
Okay.
Number 4, Kyle Pitts. We kind of said that's the first weapon off the board. Don't get me wrong, there's some good weapons this year. This one surprises me. Rashawn Slater, number 5 to Cincinnati.
I mean, they need a tackle.
Sure. That's not the part that surprises me. The part that surprises me is Penny Sewell. It did not go. It was Slater. That's the part. Number 6, Devontae Smith. We all saw what he did in the national championship game. That guy's crazy good. The only thing people complain about him is he's undersized. I'm a little surprised he went above Jamar Chase, who went number 7 to the Lions. That's a good pick. They needed receivers after losing Galladay and Jones this offseason. Number 8, really?
There has been rumors that the Panthers want a quarterback.
Really? They just made the trade for Sam Darnold, and then
I guess their GM is known for like getting multiple quarterbacks and trying to figure out who the best one is. Like he was in Seattle when they went through like 6 quarterbacks before finding Russell Wilson.
Well, nonetheless, for you guys out there, number 8 is Mac Jones.
That's Carolina selected Matt Jones, and then.
However, real quick, the rumor I heard about the 8th pick, and I just saw it before I got here, is they're talking to the Patriots about swapping picks. Mainly because I feel like the Patriots want Mac Jones or Justin Fields at that pick.
So that could still make sense either way. Number 8 could be a quarterback.
Right. Number 9 makes sense again. Trey Lance to Denver. Quarterback happy team. We were talking about this early. A lot of quarterbacks probably going to go. So.
And now there's my team.
Now we're on to the Cowboys.
Now, Pro Football Focus says we need a tight end, which we don't.
They know what I know. They know you need Kyle Pitts.
They say that we need an edge rusher, which we probably, we don't really need one, but we could use one.
You need a new defense.
They say we need a corner and we need a safety. Now, I would say we don't need a safety because we signed like 12 of them in the offseason. So corner for sure is a need. And then I would add to the list that we need offensive line help for sure.
That's what I was about to ask.
If Sewell is sitting there,
yep,
it's going to be very tempting not to go Sewell because even if we're good at tackle right now, we could move either Sewell to guard or we could move Lawal Collins.
You're not moving Sewell to guard. He's a franchise tackle, left tackle.
Well, we already have a franchise left tackle.
Yeah,
so. So he would be right tackle if they draft him. They would move Lawal Collins back to guard, who's played guard before in the past. That would be a very tempting fall for the Cowboys because nobody thinks that he's going to fall. I mean,
not there.
I mean, that's crazy. But I will say that my personal pick that I think that they're going to go with, even if Sewell was to drop to them, is Patrick Surtain II out of Alabama. That's going to give us a corner on the other side of Diggs, who had a good rookie season. We just lost Awuzie. Mm-hmm. So I think that is our pick. So I'm going to draft Patrick Surtain.
I think that's a good pick.
Ooh, the Giants got Sewell.
That makes sense too. They want to protect that quarterback.
And that running back who's injury prone.
They want to protect that. You go get a line. They drafted a tackle last year in the first round. Now their whole tackles positions are both taken.
Now, I think as we get into the later rounds, we're not going to check out all the picks, right?
No, I'm only doing this in the first round where I'm going back through.
You just drafted somebody.
Wait. What? How did I didn't even press a button?
I think you accidentally touched it. Can we go back somehow?
No. Oh, if there is, I don't know how. Can we restart?
This is bad.
Not planned.
Let's see. There's got to be a way to go back, right?
You think?
Well, folks, I think Ian should control the keyboard.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay. Well, I don't see any buttons I see settings. Let me move this just to see if pause and offer trade settings. Do you want to adjust the settings? You will lose your current draft progress. Okay, whatever. So we're gonna have to redo this again here.
Sorry, guys.
Sean ruined it.
I did.
You ruined it.
I'm not touching the keyboard. That's your job now.
Yep, the keyboard is my job.
I'm just talking.
All right. So we're going to skip by our trades again. Hopefully the order stays similar. Trevor Lawrence. Zach Wilson this time. Jamar Chase.
Kyle Pitts. Waddle, Slater.
Justin Fields.
We got some different board.
Okay, so this time, Zach Wilson goes number 2. Jamar Chase goes. There's no way the 49ers think
not getting.
They didn't trade everything they did. Don't get me wrong, Jamar Chase is a beast, but I don't think that would happen.
I can't see that happen, especially after their coach said we need a starting quarterback the other day.
Now, if we were doing trades here, with Trey Lance still on the board, the Cowboys would be getting crazy offers to trade that pick.
If I was honestly making a draft for myself, I would be offering from the Steelers' perspective for that.
There'd be a ton of teams trying to move up and give Dallas whatever the hell they wanted to get Trey Lance right now. But I'm going to stick with my pick. We're going to draft Patrick Surtain.
Sewell, okay. Jones.
The Eagles draft Mac Jones.
Oh, man.
Trey Lance goes to the Patriots.
They would definitely do that. That would definitely be
that.
They want a quarterback. That would definitely make sense.
I just can't see Trey Lance sliding that far.
I don't either. I could pray.
Okay, so now, just real quick, let's recap. So the Cowboys obviously took Patrick Surtain like I wanted to.
Sewell stuck in the same spot as the last time.
He did, yeah, he slid again, which means the Bengals, they drafted a wide receiver this time.
From the Steelers' perspective, that New York Giants pick, I would make that trade with your team, not just for a quarterback, but if Sewell was still sitting there at your pick and you weren't wanting him, I would be trying to trade up for Sewell. He's that much of a franchise tackle.
Yeah, I mean, he's a heck of a player.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if the Cowboys will trade out. Jerry does trade out a lot. I mean, he's known for trading back. But all right, Mac Jones goes to the Eagles. I don't even know.
QBU.
The safety from TCU goes to the Chargers. Greg Newsome II goes to the Vikings. Trey Lance to the Patriots, which would be a golden scenario for the Patriots to sit tight and get one of the best quarterbacks in the draft.
If they get one of the top 5 at pick 15, that's what they're hoping for, praying for right now.
The Cardinals get a linebacker. The Raiders get J.C. Horn.
Okay.
The Dolphins get Elijah Tucker.
Darrisaw went to 19.
Darrisaw went 19. 20, the Bears draft a corner, Caleb Farley.
I'm surprised you hear he's the reason. He was supposed to be the number 1 corner in this draft, but he's had 2 back surgeries, which is what's dropped him.
Surtain had a really good
No, Farley had a better season. Before the back surgery,
I'm not saying season, I'm saying combine.
Well, that's because he had a second back surgery.
I'm just saying Surtain blew some people away at the combine. The Colts pick up a receiver to help out Carson Wentz and Rashad Bateman.
Okay.
The Titans get a defensive
Christian Barrymore from Alabama.
Yeah,
I heard he is literally the best defensive tackle in this draft, and not even close. It's not even. That's how much of a variance there is there.
And he slid to 22. So. And then Aziz goes to the edge rusher from Georgia, goes to the Jets at 23. Which I'm pretty sure I know where you're going with this pick.
Yeah, go down to number 44 or something like that.
Jeez, all the way down there.
Yeah, just pick position. Yeah, just pick position. Go down.
So the number 1 running back on the board is gone.
No, he's not. He's second. Look.
Oh, there he is. He said 44.
This board, average draft pick.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's who I'm going with.
So
not Najee.
You're going to go with Harris over Williams.
Yes.
All right.
Najee Harris.
The Pittsburgh Steelers draft Najee Harris.
Need a running back, need a strong guy who can run up the middle but also make outside plays. He also has good hands, so that can work well with Ben.
That could work well.
And that's the one position we haven't really had since Bell left as a superstar status to kind of make differences for us. So
just go re-sign Bell. He's available.
Yeah, he's kind of changed since then, hasn't he?
A little bit.
I don't know who got the worst of that.
All right, so real quick, let's recap the rest of the first round, and then we're just going to start picking our team from then on, right?
Jalen Phillips to Jacksonville. I heard this guy would be a top 10 pick if he wasn't injury-riddled.
Makes sense.
Jason
Owa.
From Penn State, another guy who's an edge rusher. This guy, I forget who they compared him to, Rondell Moore. He's 5'8".
Yeah,
but he's just
I feel
good.
That's all the Ravens have are little tiny receivers.
Yeah, but they can't get anybody else. And unless they trade up, how are you going to get to one of those bigger guys?
I don't know. The Saints get Terrence Marshall Jr. I don't really think they need a receiver per se.
No, I think they need a.
And there was still some quarterbacks on the board, wasn't there?
Oh, Cal Trask is still there, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm a little surprised by that pick. The Packers get a tackle to protect Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And Dylan Raduz, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. North Dakota State. Obviously, that's the guy who was blocking for one of the best quarterbacks in the draft.
Trey Asante Samuel Jr. We all remember part 1.
Yeah.
Now it's part 2.
The cornerback goes to Buffalo.
Buffalo's stacking up that defense a little bit.
And then you have the Ravens with their second pick getting Nick Bolton.
That's exactly what they need, another linebacker.
I feel like that's a Steeler type pick right there.
That 100% feels like it.
And then the Buccaneers get a tackle to protect Tom Brady.
Yeah, who knows? He could play another 10 years, right?
He could.
I mean, hold on, go up, because I just want to see if there's any key guys that went. Zevin Collins, I didn't realize he dropped that far. Zevin Collins is in a top first-round draft, most drafts I've seen. Same with Tevin Jenkins. Okay.
I'm kind of shocked. You might be able to sneak a quarterback in the second round.
Yeah, so far. But there's a lot of other things. I told you earlier, line is a big thing for me this year. So
the Cowboys, again, need offensive line. They need some defensive help. So right now, looking at the board, I think we're going to go with another Alabama guy because Jerry loves his Alabama.
You do know the Oklahoma center guys there too, still.
Yeah.
And Creed Humphrey.
Yeah, but I'm going to go with ratings here. I'm going to go with Landon Dickerson, the center from Alabama. A Travis Frederick-esque move to draft the center pretty high. So the Steelers are sitting at pick number 55. Their team needs their quarterback and offensive line, is what it says.
And mine's going to be real quick. Hit the show me more button on Leatherwood.
On Leatherwood?
Yep. Look right there. You go. Scroll it down just a little bit. Up a little bit.
Up a little?
Up a little. There you go. Leatherwood is a brute in the run game, which is why he has earned an 85.5 grade that is regarded this past season. Well, he's not ideal length for tackle. Leatherwood trends to give the edge to a quicker edge rushers and allow 16 pressures this past season. His overall grade is an 80.7. I am drafting Alex Leatherwood to take over some of those tackle positions that we need replaced.
So wait, you're going to go with Leatherwood?
Yes.
Over Kyle Trask or David Mills?
I'm still banking on having Dwayne Haskins and stuff like that behind Ben.
I mean, I personally think Dwayne Haskins is going to be a good move for the Steelers.
And here's the thing. I need to protect that quarterback if it's Ben this year. Haskins next year. I also need to protect that new franchise running back I got.
Was protection really a problem for the Steelers last year?
Yes, it was. It was bad.
I don't recall it. I recall that Ben was throwing the ball very fast, and
that's because protection wasn't good.
But nobody could touch him. So if you're going to continue playing that little West Coast offense game, you know.
The other part is we just lost both of our starting tackles this offseason and are starting the backups to them.
Yeah.
So, hey, look, you can get another running back. The number one overall rated running back, or at least was supposedly going into this, is still sitting there.
Yeah, I don't think the Cowboys really need a running back.
Are you sure?
They do, however, need interior defensive linemen. So I'm going to think about this guy right here.
Oh, they won't even give you his scores.
We never get to see what the next step could be from him after earning an impressive 82.5 grade in his lone years of starting in 2019. He was a 2020 opt-out.
That's why.
I think he deserves to slide a little bit more. So let's check out Tommy here. A super disruptive 3 technique, but we just simply haven't seen a ton of them. He earned an 87.5 grade last season, but he only played 291 defensive snaps. I like that move right there. Get an interior defensive lineman.
There you go. Ohio State.
Round 3. What are you thinking for round 3? You thinking one of them quarterbacks are sliding?
I'm going to take a look and see if one of them's still sitting there at this point. I can already see it. Go back up. You can click out of this. I'm taking David Mills.
You're taking David Mills?
Davis Mills, yep.
A former 5-star recruit, Mills had an injury-plagued time at Stanford and has fewer than a dozen career starts. We saw a distinct improvement in his 5 games in the past season, though he earned an 82.9 overall grade on the year. That's what you're taking.
Yes.
Okay. David Mills is now the Pittsburgh Steelers' third-string quarterback.
As a third-round pick, he has all the upside of a Mac Jones who went in the first round, but didn't play about 8 less games than Mac Jones has.
Well, let's see. Head and shoulders here. If I want an edge rusher, it's head and shoulders. There's not even another one on the board up here. So,
geez.
Cameron Sample from Tulane is going to be my pick for the other round 3 pick. The Cowboys have a ton of draft picks in this draft, by the way.
I've shown you I've done a few of these, and I've noticed that.
Yep.
And it doesn't help that when I do this by myself, I have a tendency to trade and do things the way I'd want to.
Hey, look, I'm up again.
Hey, where'd I go? Jeez.
All right, so round 4, the Cowboys had 2 round 3 picks. I am thinking that the Dallas Cowboys, I've heard a lot about this guy, and I heard that Jerry likes him. I'm thinking that they're going to go. I guess I could wait a little bit because.
Who is it?
Sam Engler.
Yeah, you probably could wait a little bit. You got a few.
Yeah, I mean, I've been told around like round 4, round 5 that they're going to look at this quarterback from Texas, but he's still pretty far down the board. So maybe we will not reach that, and we can go with a little bit more cornerback depth.
Ooh. I know who I like sitting there.
There's some good names still here.
There definitely is. Out of just those 4 right there, there's 2 that I really like out of those 4.
You know what? I've heard a lot about Sean Wade.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look very good, though, from the average draft position and his grade. And he has no summary written up. There's really no summaries written up for any of these guys.
No, once you get past 100, they don't write the summaries.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with Sean Wade out of Ohio State because he's one of the guys that I've seen that they're interested in. So, a cornerback, we got 2 corners now.
I think it's a good pick. So,
I think he's pretty good in the slot from what I remember reading up on him. So,
he was definitely on my short board. So,
the Pittsburgh Steelers are now on the clock in the 4th round.
I actually get a pick?
You get a pick?
Can you go to centers for me? I want to see who's available in centers.
Center.
Just go to interior offensive line. Drew Dalman.
Hey, look, you can get your quarterback center.
Go back to the cornerbacks position that you were just on.
Go back to corners.
Yes.
Put me to work here.
Yep.
Being the only keyboard guy.
Sorry.
Safety corner. Let's see.
Oh, he left 2 after you drafted him. I wanted Marco. Wait, that's just everybody.
This is
They
left the offensive lineman on there. Hang on.
Yep, he got drafted. I wanted Marco Wilson when he was sitting right below your guy. All right, so now I'm going to ask you to go back to the center position because I'm not drafting one of those corners.
You're really making me work here.
Hey, you wanted to be good at the keyboard.
I don't want to be good at the keyboard.
God just made you that way. It's all right. Can you move our heads because I want to see where our next pick is.
Really making me work here, Sean.
A little bit more.
Remaining picks.
So 140. Okay. That being said, can I see the grade on Aaron Banks? 81.3. I'm going to go with a guard and go with Aaron Banks out of Notre Dame.
All right. You're going heavy on the offensive line?
Yep. Yeah, I wanted the corner, but the corner left. So
yeah. And the Dallas Cowboys are up again with another round 4 pick. I'm really thinking that they're going to load up on offensive linemen. We got a tackle, another tackle. They might go with a tackle. I could see them doing that. They lost their swing tackle, their backup swing tackle there. Let's see, James Hudson. I'm more of a Nebraska guy. Brendan James. Tackle, Nebraska.
All right, so let's see. Oh, I got a big jump between
I
this
like the
pick and the
big
next
hick
pick.
boys, you know?
I get it. All right, so let me see tight end position because I feel like there's somebody sitting there that I really am interested in. And there he is. Please draft Reverend Jordan for me.
Okay. I mean, is he going to take Ebron's spot or are you going to sit behind
Ebron
him?
only has one more left on the contract. This guy's a receiving tight end.
So, eventual replacement for Ebron.
Correct. And I'm in the, 4th, 5th round at this point, and I don't pick until pick 200 now, 216.
Okay.
I gotta watch a few more of your picks before I even have a chance. Literally, I gotta watch 2 before I get my next one.
The Dallas Cowboys are loaded with picks,
I see that.
which would be the reason why they would use some of them picks to trade up to get Pitts.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, that would be the thought process there is they have so many picks. Why not bundle a couple of them, move up a couple of spots and get Pitts? But I just don't see the Cowboys needing him. I mean, we are pretty good at tight end. We got Blake Jarwin. We got Dalton Schultz. I think we're pretty good there.
Getting to take another safety here.
No, they signed they may draft one, but they signed like 12 safeties. I don't really see
How about
that.
another Oklahoma running back?
I don't see that being a need. Same thing with running back. I'm going to take a look at that quarterback. We need a backup quarterback.
Is he still there? Yeah,
He's still there.
He's still there.
Although I will say that Jerry Jones is a big Arkansas guy. I wonder why that they would draft a Texas guy over the Arkansas guy. 72 grade versus a 79 grade. All right, I'm going to go with Sammy.
There you go.
We're going to draft that. That's a good area to take a quarterback.
Doesn't hurt.
Late 5th round. If he doesn't work out, you're not crying over it,
It's a 5th round pick, and you have a ton of them right now.
And we need somebody to compete with Gilbert for that backup quarterback position.
Good old Blaine Gilbert's your backup.
Yeah. I mean, unless they go sign a veteran at some point.
Oh, look, you are going to look at a receiver. I was wondering.
I wish I knew, because this late in the draft, I really don't know who is like a good kick return
Oh, that's a good point.
receiver. But they could definitely use some help in the return game because CeeDee Lamb should not be returning punts. And they really don't have a kickoff return specialist. Like they have Tony Pollard returning kicks.
You hear that, PFF? You should add a position in there for kick returners.
Yeah, because, I mean, they might take a corner that can return kicks, and then, he might be more versatile for what we need. But I'm just going to take I know a couple of these guys, but I don't know if they return kicks or not.
Yeah, I couldn't answer if they return kicks. I know a few of the guys too, but
usually it's like the small, fast guys that return kicks, which I think Tyler Vaughn's was a little bit taller, right?
I'm not sure at all, dude.
Okay, whatever. I'm going to draft a random. I'm going to draft Tyler Vaughn's out of South Carolina, and I'm just going to say he's my kick returner.
Hey, we used to say this before. We are not pros.
We're not pros. I'm hoping to get one pick right. If I get one pick right.
Well, your Surtain pick should be fine.
I mean, somebody else could draft him. If one of them 4 quarterbacks is sitting there at 10, then we could trade out. We could trade up and get Pitts. There's a lot of scenarios.
Now, what would you do if you guys just paid Dak and then you guys can get one of those 4 pick quarterbacks and your guy takes one?
It's not happening.
What would Dak do?
I mean, there's no way they're going to draft a top quarterback after just paying $40 million a year to Dak Prescott with a no trade clause.
You think that? I'm actually, real quick, making this easy. Michael Minetti, the Penn State center. I'm taking him.
Okay. Top guy on the board.
Yeah.
It's the way to go.
Need a center. Need to protect that quarterback and that running back.
The Eagles, look at that, 2 in a row in round 6.
Oh, man.
Guard, linebacker. Speaking of linebacker, we just lost Sean Lee. I'm not saying this guy, whoever I draft, is going to be the replacement for Sean Lee, but they definitely could use some depth at the linebacker position. Wow, there's a lot of small schools sitting around here.
Ohio State's not that school. West Virginia's not that small either, man.
I mean, they're not really
Houston,
a football school.
West Virginia?
When's the last time West Virginia won a title? A long time.
It's been a few years.
We got like South Alabama, Houston.
But most of the time, the winner of the championship has been either Alabama or Clemson at this point.
I'm going to go with Anthony Hines, linebacker out of Texas A&M.
Okay.
They like their Southern kids. You know, we're going to go Southern.
Find some players who could play in the warm weather.
And if you want some drama when it comes to Dak Prescott signed a 4-year contract. Do you know who's going to be graduating from college in 4 years?
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones' grandson. He's a quarterback. I believe he's going to – it's either Oklahoma or Alabama. So,
he's going to go to Oklahoma and play with Lincoln Riley.
Maybe, and then that could be the new coach quarterback combo.
There you go.
Who knows? I don't know if the kid's any good. But
So last pick for the Cowboys.
Last pick for the Cowboys. I mean, we could look at a safety. I feel like this pick here is like always just an offensive lineman for the Cowboys, though. And they've done pretty good on hitting on some of these guys.
Go at your safety. Take Paris Ford.
Pick guy.
Uh-huh.
I guess I'm going to let's go interior line. Middle Tennessee. Okay.
Talking about some small schools. Sorry if you take offense to that.
Tristan Hodge, BYU.
He's blocking for Zach Wilson. Has to be doing something.
Right, exactly. And the Steelers have 2 picks in round 7.
Oh, my God. I get 2 in a row? All right. All right. I don't want to touch the keyboard, but I do. Scroll down a little bit so I can see who's out there.
You get the West Virginia linebacker.
Oh, man. He's still
You
available.
have done a mock Steelers draft with no outside linebackers. I just want you to know that. I don't think that is possible. You better draft an outside linebacker.
Oh, man. Keep scrolling down a little bit.
You get another tight end. You get another quarterback.
Actually, right off the bat,
line.
Tadarius Slayton is one of those 2.
You want that?
Yep.
All right. Defensive tackle.
All right. Let's scroll down here. Keep going. Keep going. Pull up the linebackers. Just make
What about a receiver? You guys.
I don't have enough of those.
You guys have plenty of receivers.
And even when we don't need one, we still re-sign them. So
It's true. Riley
right.
Cole.
do me a favor. I'm just wondering. Click to see more on Riley Cole. Nope.
And nope.
All right. Let's try the Ohio State.
Tough.
Borland. I like the name. Nope.
I don't think you're going to get a very good grade in the 7th round. My friend.
You never know. You got those sneaky guys. Who we got going? Keep going down.
You want to look at Mississippi?
Sure.
65. He's in the green at least.
How about Houston?
The Houston guy is a 69.
Oh, there it is. I'm taking Houston.
Going for the value.
I'm going for Grant Stewart.
We don't even know who these people are, but
No.
we're drafting them.
Nope, we're going with it. You
That's
told me-
like part of the fun of draft day for me. Well, I miss when the draft was the entire Saturday, Sunday, because then
Yeah.
I'd just veg out and watch the draft all weekend long. But I will say that personally, my favorite thing about the late rounds of the draft is just going and researching the guys who my team drafted. Like I'll watch YouTube videos on them. I'll get kind of excited.
You don't go on Twitter anymore? And
Yeah.
Tweet these
YouTube,
guys.
you can get like 10-minute long videos.
Oh, look at that. A+ for you, A- for my first round pick.
Well, you should have known what the grade was for your pick because I know you've done
Actually, when I've done them, I typically get a B. I was expecting lower than that A-.
All right. Landon Dickerson was a C+.
Okay.
Ooh,
Leatherwood, A-.
Leatherwood, A- pick for you.
All right.
I get an A- for Tommy Tagali.
There you go. You're
out
inside.
of Ohio State.
Ooh, my quarterback, Davis Mills, A- again.
An A- grade for Davis Mills. An A- grade for Cameron Sample, the linebacker out of Tulane that I drafted. An A- grade for Sean Wade, the cornerback from Ohio State. Wow, are they just giving us all A- here?
No, I got that A. You got the A+ at the bat.
I got a C+,
and then C,
too.
and then a C. So no, they're not necessarily.
But it's been like all A+ the last 10 picks.
Hey, Steelers, Cowboys, you see this GM skills drafting?
Yeah, I mean, hey, I would take a lot less than Jerry Jones makes to be the GM of the Dallas Cowboys. Just want to throw that out there.
Aaron Banks, an A- for guard.
And Brendan James, the tackle out of Nebraska, A-.
Reverend Jordan, the A- again for my late round tight end pick.
My quarterback got me a C+.
My
receiver got me a C+.
Come on, center. Michael Minetti.
The
C+.
center from Penn State, was a C+.
That's my first lower than A grade so far.
I guess you're better at this than I am. This is my first one, though. You've done a bunch of these.
Well.
Anthony Hines, the third, the linebacker. I get an A-. That's pretty good for this late in the draft.
Pick 227. I'll take an A-.
Tristan Hodge, the guard, got me a C+.
Terdell Sladian got me a C+. And Grant Stewart, my last pick, C+.
That was your last pick.
That was my last pick.
Yeah.
Oh, we tied.
We both got a B+ grade. Well, that's not bad.
No, I'm happy with my draft.
I'm pretty happy with my draft, too. I think the Cowboys would load up pretty good with this draft class. But
I got a quarterback projection. I got a running back. I redid the line. I'm happy.
Although this is completely false because I can't remember a draft where the Steelers did not draft like an outside linebacker in the top 3 rounds.
You mean in the top 1 round?
Top 1 round. I mean, it's an outside linebacker every year.
Right.
Every year.
No, they can't this year. As much as they need to replace Bud Dupree, they can't. Don't get me wrong. If they take Zevin Collins, like I told you about, I won't be shocked. And if Michael Parsons is still sitting there at their pick, and I've seen him dropping, I guarantee they will take Michael Parsons if he drops. He is that good and that much of a rusher.
So what is your one wild thing that you think is going to happen Thursday night? By the way, we're recording this Tuesday night.
Only Thursday night or?
Yeah, first round. What's your one wild thing that we're not expecting is going to happen in the first round of the draft?
I was going to say overall, I think we're going to see a lot of trades, a lot more than usual.
A lot of trades.
Mm-hmm.
We've already had a lot of trades, honestly.
But I mean around draft picks and players for draft picks.
Okay, so you think there's going to be a lot of trades. Which we have talked about this. I'm going to say that there's a minimum of 7 quarterbacks drafted in the first round.
2.
That is my wild prediction. Who knows if I'm going to be right on that wild prediction, but we will be together Thursday night watching the draft. So I'm excited about that. Since your wife has her girls' night, I'm going to be coming over to your house. So that should be fun. We're going to watch in the basement or?
Probably watching on the big TV in the living room so I can hear the kids if anything happens.
That makes sense. Yeah. We're going to be watching the kids.
Yeah, so.
We're going to be drinking and watching the kids. Smart move there, guys.
Oh, yeah, Grayson will probably be up with us. No, probably. Really? He has T-ball until 7, and then he comes home.
Okay. Well.
And you think he's going to fall asleep as soon as he hears you come in the door?
Probably not.
Exactly.
Yeah, he'll be
Ollie, different story. But Grayson
Ollie always passes out pretty early.
But Grayson, that's a different story. So,
well, we always do Kids Corner.
Let's do Kids Corner.
So, do you want the honors first?
I will. I'll go with that. All right. So, if you follow me on social media, you'll kind of know where I'm going with this already. My 5-year-old son wants to be a big-time YouTube, Instagram, any kind of social media influencer. He now makes movies. He makes pictures and looks at his dad and says, "Dad, please show these to my people." So if you want to be one of his people, follow my social media and just like his pictures and tell Grayson how much you love him. So That's
My
his future.
people.
His people, not my people. His people.
Yeah, my people. He says my people, right?
Yeah, my
He says,
people.
my people.
My
Share
people.
with my people.
Share with my people.
We are sharing this with our people. Look at that. Sharing is caring. Well, that is entertaining. So I'm looking forward to Grayson being the next Ryan toy review guy,
Yep.
and he can make millions of dollars and buy us stuff. So it's cool.
Right.
So mine was last night. I was wrestling with Roman. I do this thing where I just kind of like randomly will grab him and not let him go, and we'll wrestle. And I think it kind of helps him with his wrestling because he has to use his strength and use his moves. And anyways, I held him for quite a while, right? And I'm tickling him and doing all kinds of stuff. And Roman, and he likes to egg you on.
Yeah.
So like if he's playing around with my mom, he'll say the Steelers stink. If he's playing around with me, he'll say the Cowboys stink. Like he likes to like push your buttons, right? Well, I guess I had tickled him so much to the point where he didn't want to be tickled anymore, which he actually likes to be tickled. So it's kind of weird for him to be done being tickled, to where he started saying, "You're the best daddy ever," and the Cowboys are awesome. I was like, wow, you really don't want to be tickled anymore. So that is my parent corner. I am the best dad ever, and the Cowboys are awesome.
Roman, our people feel bad for you being tortured at home.
I don't think so. I mean, that's what good parents do. They torture their kids, right?
I think it's the opposite. I think the kids are supposed to torture the parents.
Oh, he does plenty of that too. He does plenty of that. All right, we got one last shot here of our unofficial sponsor, Wiggle.
Thank you, Wiggle.
Thank you, Wiggle.
Thank you, Ian, actually.
Yeah,
cheers.
Quite pricey, by the way.
Oh, it is.
I think I'm growing a taste for whiskey. I really do.
Oh, that second one got me a little bit.
You also have nothing to wash it down with.
That's true.
You should have grabbed a Pepsi.
Should have, could have, didn't.
The fridge is right there. Missing out.
Do that after you guys.
All right, guys. Deuces. We'll see you later. And next week we'll recap if we hit any draft picks.
Hey, actually, hold on. Time out. Before we go away.
Pause.
Are we gonna make a bet on who has more correct draft picks?
Oh, we could do that. Who has more correct? Okay. What if we have none correct though?
Oh, geez. No,
very good possibility.
Then we both are horrible.
It's a very good possibility.
It is. I guess that's a tie, but
I would say whoever loses has to buy dinner, but I'm going to be bringing dinner, or ordering dinner, one of the two for the draft night. Let's say if one of us wins and actually picks more right than the other, then the loser has to bring whiskey 2 weeks in a row.
All right, we got that one.
Okay. So, and if we tie and nothing happens, and we probably are just not going to get any picks right because we're not the GMs of our teams.
Pretty much.
So,
and that B+ score is just fake.
It is fake, but it's pretty cool that I didn't get I got better doing this draft with players I didn't know than I get rated by Yahoo on our fantasy football team. So, hey, I'll take it.
Take it.
Deuces.
Deuces. Bye.
See you next week. Hopefully. No more COVID.